I went about 2 weeks before. I would highly recommend the orientations. You must attend every orientation. Your school will have an orientation. Like if you go to an engineering school, the engineering school will have it. Then there'll be a university-wide orientation. So you'll have like 4 or 5 lined up, and you'll have complete information about all the orientations. And you have a lot of campus tours, people taking you around, showing you how you should find your way around campus, how you should be using the bus services. I would highly recommend going at least 2 weeks before. Even before that is fine, but 2 weeks at least, just so that you have your house set up, you have your bank account set up, you have your US phone number, you have you get to know your roommates. Most importantly, you'll have your basics sorted out. You know how you're going to be splitting your bills and those kind of small things that once you start off, you don't have to worry about this. You already have an understanding with the people around you. So 2 weeks definitely. Like 1 week is too little. Before you know it, 1 week goes by. So yeah, definitely 2 weeks before. In electrical engineering, I think the diversity is confined to more Indians and Asians and a few American, but very most of the class ends up being Asian Indian. So I did only in my last. So I did my master's in 3 semesters and not 4. So the first 2 were extremely daunting with coursework and just finding a job and the internship. But my last semester, once I was through all of that, I did engage in quite a bit. So we had these organizations on campus. There are over, I think the number that they quoted on orientation day was 3,300. There are 3,300 organizations in UM-ish. From ballet dancing to squirrel feeding, you will find everything. So I would say do it, especially in your last semester, do it, because it is a big part of the American university experience. Basically, designing and studying, learning about how chips are made, integrated circuits, which is billions and millions of transistors that go into today's hardware devices. And it is learning about hardware design versus software, which is another domain. Yeah, so usually you are expected to do 30 credits. Out of 30, you will have 12, which will be mandatory. You have to stick to integrated circuits and VLSI. 12 credits will be in that domain. And then about 24 should be within the broader scope of electrical engineering. And then 6 credits are the cognate courses that I was talking about. You can pick any discipline and do whatever you want. But 24 credits basically will be from electrical engineering. Yeah, so like I explained earlier, within integrated circuits and VLSI, you usually do you either specialize in computer architecture, or you specialize in circuits, which is digital circuit design, or you specialize in analog and RF design. It's one of these 3 tracks, and there are brilliant courses in all 3 tracks.